Okay, today I'm going to roast a Kenyan Peaberry from Sweet Maria's, and I've got my roaster prepped. My charge temp is going to be about 375 degrees. I've got a pound of the Kenyan right here, and I'm going to go ahead and start this roast in just a second. And I'm going ahead and leaving my burners off for the first minute. I had a little bit of energy packed up in my exhaust temp, energy stored up there, so I should be a little ahead or right on spot when I hit my turning point, and then I start to head up towards my dry target. So about 5 minutes. This Mill City roaster's been a great little machine for me for my home roasting hobby. Produces some really, really good coffee. Okay, so I'm approaching the 1 minute mark, and I'm going to turn my burners on to about 60% of my capacity for gas. So on my roaster at my location, the gas that shows here, the water column, is just under 2. It's about 1.8, and so I'm at 1 right now, water column. And so I'm estimating that my turning point is going to be around 259 degrees at around 1 minute and 37 seconds. Alright, getting close here. So, turning point for me, really, okay, so 258.9 at 1 minute and 36. Turning point for me is a glimpse to show me how aggressive or how behind I am in my target of 5 minutes. Every bean is different. It has different moisture content, and it has a different size, and so the way it absorbs energy is going to be a little different, a little slower, a little faster. Peaberry is a small bean, so it's going to absorb a little faster. That's why I did a slightly lower charge temp of 375. I might go 380 or 385 on a bigger bean. So you can see my dry target is counting down. I'm at 6:30 right now, and like I said, my target dry time is about 5 minutes, 5:15. I'm going to give it just a little more gas. Turn up my drum speed just a tiny bit. Those things combined will move my rate of rise up a little higher. Here you're seeing it's at about 19 right now, and I want to get it up to about 21, 22. This whole topic of rate of rise and people saying you have to have a rate of rise of 30 or 40, every roaster machine is different, and it's all about your times that you have between your different roasting stages. I'm going to give it a little more gas here. I'm a little bit behind on my target. Turn my airflow up just a tad. Trying to get a little bit of that convection action going. The rise is now climbing. And I'm going to be a little behind on my dry target, but that's okay. So I'm looking at the beans now. Starting to see a little paling, and I think that 5:15 will be pretty close to our dry end. And then be careful to set ourselves up for a nice descent down to our next target temp and target time for first crack. We're getting real close on our dry, and I'm just kind of setting up the stage here, backing my gas off now, and I'm going to call dry. There we go. Now my next target, I'm going to get my rate of rise down here. I'm at 23 right now, my rate of rise. My target is to be down around 12 to 14 when I get to first crack. My first crack time right now is estimated to be at 7:43. I want to get that to be around 8:30. 8:30 on a time. 8:15 to 8:30. I'm adjusting my gas now to find that nice rate of descent, not too much of a crash. And again, I'm watching my first crack time right now at 8 minutes. So on my descent, I've got to slow my descent down, turning my drum speed up. And I'm going to turn my airflow up a little. And overcorrected just a little bit. Little bump there. Not ideal, but it's okay. Went down a little steeper than I wanted to, but as long as I can correct that. First crack on my machine happens around 380, but I'm hearing a couple first crack outliers, so that's kind of odd. First time I've roasted this coffee. Get my rate of rise down a little more. And I think I'm going to have to call first crack. This is odd. Not quite. Still some outliers. Alright, I'm going to have to call first crack. It's going. There we go. I don't want to get down below 7, but I want my development to get up to about 17 or 18 for this coffee. So I just got to be careful here. So another little bump. Oops, another little bump. This crack is kind of weird, first crack. kind of a quiet first crack. Turning my airflow up a little more, making sure I'm getting the smoke out. Turning up my drum speed a little more. And I'm getting ready to dump this. And it smells really good. I'm going to dump it. Alright, so that was an interesting roast. The crack was not just a real straightforward, okay, first crack 385 degrees, it's going to start, and then you hear the crack and it ends. It just kind of popped along from a pretty big range. So I marked it at the right time, 8:06, but look at the temp. The temperature was 377 degrees, so that's really odd. That's like 10 degrees below what first crack, maybe 7 or 8 degrees below first crack, normal crack temperature for me. So I don't know what to think about that. I like the drop temp of 398 degrees. I'm really happy with that. And the development of 20%, I would have maybe liked 19. Got a nice little sweet aroma that I'm smelling in there, so I'm happy with that. Coffee is cooling nice and quick. It's not hot anymore. Definitely not hot anymore. I've got a bearing that's been squeaking, so I've got to replace that. Sorry about the noise. But yeah, this was a good roast. So if we call Cool End now, and we take a look at Artisan here, and we'll look at our percentages. We've got kind of a nice setup here. Our Maillard, let's see, so dry time was just maybe 12 seconds longer than I normally like, but that's okay. Maillard is maybe 10 or 12 seconds shorter than I normally like. I like to have it around 3:15. And my development was perfect. You know, the last stage, 20%, and just 2 minutes and 6 seconds. Maybe could have cut that short by about 6 seconds. But I mean, that's really being picky. Looking at my descent and my rate of rise, I had a couple little bumps along the way. This roaster, the gas is extremely sensitive. So one little minute change can affect the roast. And I think that's because of the capacity. You know, this is 500 gram capacity, so I had like a pound in here. So it's sensitive to changes. And so that's why you see a little bit of this squiggly line. You get a bigger roaster with a lot more capacity and a lot more, holding a lot more beans, and I think you tend to see the action or the reaction be slower, a little more sluggish maybe, just because of the mass of all of that, all the beans holding all that different temperature. Nothing's going to happen quick, but you have a smaller setup and things are a little more fidgety, a little more touchy. So all in all, Kenyan Peaberry went well. I'm happy with the roast. Thanks for joining me today. Appreciate it. and leave comments and share your thoughts. And if you have any questions about what I'm doing here with my Mill City 500 grain roaster, doing some home roasting. Thanks for joining me.